Welcome back, everyone. Ready for another deep dive?
Always.
Today, we're going deep into a story that's got it all. Government cover-ups, UFO sightings, and ordinary folks caught in the middle of something extraordinary.
Sounds right up our alley.
Yeah, it's giving legal thriller meets X-Files vibes. We're going to be looking at witness testimonies, actual medical records, and even potential evidence of, well, alien technology.
That's quite the mix.
It is. The goal is to try and unravel a mystery that honestly gets pretty wild.
I'm intrigued already.
Oh, just wait, it gets even better. The whole thing starts back in 1980 with what's called the Cash-Landrum incident.
I've heard whispers about that one.
Well, get ready for more than whispers. Picture this. Betty Cash, Vicki Landrum, and her grandson Colby are driving through the piney woods in Texas. It's dark.
Sounds peaceful enough so far.
Right. Well, hold on. Suddenly, they encounter a diamond-shaped UFO hovering right above the trees with military helicopters chasing after it.
Now that's not something you see every day.
Definitely not. And what makes this so much more than just another UFO story are the health problems the three of them faced afterward.
So it's not just lights in the sky. We're talking real consequences.
Exactly. We're talking documented radiation burns, hair loss, long-term issues, the whole 9 yards. These aren't just stories, they're in medical records.
That definitely adds a whole other dimension to it.
Doesn't it?
Yeah.
It turns this from, did they really see something, to, wow, something seriously impacted their lives.
And that's where it really starts to grab you.
Absolutely. Betty Cash, she described the UFO as belching fire. She said she felt intense heat. And later, doctors confirmed those burns, the tissue damage. It all lined up with radiation exposure.
So naturally, they went after the government.
Oh, they absolutely did. They filed a lawsuit, claimed their injuries were directly caused by this encounter.
And how did the government respond?
With a big old, nope, not us. They denied any involvement, called the Cash-Landrum claims a hoax, and ended up winning that lawsuit.
Classic.
Their explanation, get this, swamp gas.
Swamp gas. Really? That's almost insulting.
I know, right? It feels like they were just trying to sweep it all under the rug.
Makes you wonder what they were so eager to hide.
Exactly. And that's where our lawyer, Sarah Wells, comes into play.
The one specializing in unusual claims.
One and only. She bumps into the Cash-Landrum case kind of accidentally.
But something tells me it became more than just a case for her.
Oh, you can say that again? See, Sarah had her own possible UFO encounter when she was a kid, a memory that people just brushed off, laughed at.
So this case hit close to home for her.
It totally did.
Yeah.
Fueled her to uncover the truth in the Cash-Landrum case, almost like a personal mission.
I can see how that would drive someone.
It turned into an obsession, going through medical records, interviewing everyone she could, running into roadblocks with government agencies left and right.
So the more she dug, the more suspicious it got.
Oh, yeah. Convinced that there was a deliberate effort to bury the truth, to keep it all hidden.
I bet that feeling just got stronger with every dead end.
Absolutely. And she started noticing a pattern. Similar reports, UFO sightings, all met with denials, strange explanations. Like the Cash-Landrum case was just one piece of a massive puzzle.
A puzzle someone didn't want her to solve.
Right. And that puzzle leads her to a scientist, Dr. Thorne. He might hold the key to unlocking this whole thing.
Okay, I'm all ears now.
Get this, he's working out of a secret lab hidden away in the desert and claims he's got his hands on a piece of alien technology, a metallic shard from a crash site.
Wow, that's like straight out of a movie.
Seriously. When Sarah gets to his lab, it's advanced tech everywhere, symbols she doesn't recognize, that whole secret vibe that's exciting and kind of creepy.
I can see how that would be both fascinating and unnerving.
Right. And here's where things get interesting between Sarah and Thorne. He's practically bouncing off the walls, thrilled about what this technology could mean, breakthroughs, advancements.
The potential is definitely there.
But Sarah, she's seen the effects on the Cash-Landrums. She's cautious, worried about the ethics of it all, who gets hurt.
Makes sense. There's always a dark side to consider.
Absolutely. And just when everything's heating up, the whole situation explodes. Security breach at the lab. Thorne and the alien shard vanish. Poof, gone. Sarah barely makes it out alive.
Talk about a sudden turn of events.
It was a huge wake-up call for her, realizing she'd stumbled onto something way bigger and more dangerous than she thought.
And scarier still, they knew she was onto them.
Fast forward a few years. Case goes cold. Sarah tries to move on. Then a mysterious Polaroid shows up in her mailbox. It's Dr. Thorne, alive, but different. He's got this strange scar on his face, and his eyes are just well off.
Chilling. That's the stuff nightmares are made of.
And with the photo, A note. They know you're watching, and they're coming for you.
Oh, wow. That's not ominous at all, is it?
Not one bit. Talk about a cliffhanger, right?
Yeah, this deep dive is already living up to the hype.
Oh, just wait. It gets even wilder from here.
I can't wait to hear the rest.
We'll dive back in soon.
That Polaroid and message are just unsettling, you know? It's like this weight in your gut, like, what's going to happen next? Who are they? What happened to Dr. Thorne? Why Sarah?
It really does feel like she stumbled onto something, and now, well, she can't get away from it. But before we jump ahead too far, remember when she tried to get information about the Cash-Landrums from the Federal Records Office?
Yes, the encounter that screamed, something's not right here.
Exactly. It goes way beyond just, bureaucracy.
Right, this wasn't just about missing paperwork.
Not at all. The clerk instantly shuts her down, classified information, like the whole thing never even happened. Then, this guy in a military uniform appears, escorts Sarah out. Super strange.
Okay, yeah, that's definitely sending a message.
Right, like they're watching her every move.
Right.
And it just makes you think back to Dr. Ben's lab, too. The security breach, Thorne disappearing, the shard vanishing, it's all too perfect, too planned out.
Like they wanted her to see just enough, then wiped it all clean.
Yeah, like a setup almost.
Yeah.
And that Polaroid, maybe it's a warning or a threat to back off.
Makes you think, what's really going on here? What's the bigger picture?
On one hand, it's a classic, David and Goliath story. The little guy fighting against the system, trying to uncover the truth.
We see that all the time, right? But this one feels different.
It does, doesn't it? There's this underlying fear of the unknown, like something bigger's at play.
It's not just about little green men. It's about something we can't even comprehend, something potentially dangerous.
And the fact that Sarah, she's a lawyer, logical, rational, she believes this, it makes it harder to dismiss.
It's not just some wild story. She's got evidence, medical records, witnesses. Something happened.
But it doesn't give us any easy answers, does it? Are the Cash-Landrums just caught in the crossfire of some government thing?
Right.
Is Dr. Thorne a rogue scientist or a pawn in a bigger game?
And Sarah, is she a hero or is she in over her head?
And that ending, the message, it's like they're saying, this isn't over yet.
Definitely unsettling, like there's a presence watching, waiting.
It makes you think, what would you do? Ignore it and hope they go away. Or keep digging, even if it's dangerous.
That's a tough choice. Do you risk everything for the truth?
It forces you to think about what you believe, about what might be hidden out there.
It challenges us to question everything, to consider that maybe, just maybe, there's more to the world than we know.
That sometimes the scariest truths are the ones we refuse to see.
And maybe the biggest threat isn't from some other planet, but from ourselves.
Our own willingness to ignore things, to look away from what makes us uncomfortable.
It's a scary thought, right? Like the real monsters are hiding in plain sight.
It really makes you think. But how does someone like Sarah even deal with all this? What's next for her?
That's a great question, and it brings us to something important. Remember that visit to the Federal Records Office? Well, Sarah wasn't just going it alone. She reached out to, let's say, a network, researchers and investigators specializing in the unconventional.
So she had help. That's kind of reassuring, actually. Like there are others out there who are willing to look into this stuff.
Exactly. And this network, they helped Sarah make sense of what she was uncovering. They offered support, resources, people who understood what she was going through.
It highlights how important community can be, especially when dealing with something so isolating, so overwhelming.
Right. You don't have to face the unknown alone. There are others searching for answers, challenging what we think we know, and they're there to help.
Speaking of challenging what we know, let's get back to Dr. Thorne. That Polaroid, that message, that change in him. What happened?
There's a theory among the researchers that, maybe he got too close to that alien tech. Maybe it had side effects.
Side effects like what?
Physical and psychological, maybe. Remember how he was in the lab? Almost manic, excited about the possibilities. What if the tech amplifies things, warps your perceptions, blurs the lines between what's real and what's not?
Okay, now that's terrifying. What if the technology is controlling him, turning him into something else?
It's a chilling thought, and Sarah has to consider it. If it's not him anymore, then who or what is pulling the strings?
This deep dive is like falling down a rabbit hole. And I'm not sure we're getting out anytime soon. It does feel like we're going deeper and deeper down this rabbit hole. You mentioned those researchers, the network. Do they have any ideas about what might have happened to Thorne or who they might be?
They do. Drawing on their own experiences and research, one of their main theories is that Thorne might have become entangled with something. Well, not human.
Entangled,
Yeah.
like with an alien intelligence, the one behind the shard?
Exactly. And this entity, it might not operate the way we do. Its goals, its motives, they could be completely foreign to us, no pun intended.
So Thorne might be acting on its behalf, like a representative or even a puppet.
It's a possibility. And it means we're not just dealing with government secrets anymore. We're talking about something that operates outside of our understanding, our laws of physics.
This isn't just some alien invasion story anymore. It's something way more complex.
Right. It's not lasers and spaceships. It's about how a more advanced intelligence might be working in the shadows, manipulating things, influencing events.
Makes you question everything.
It definitely challenges what we think we know. These researchers, they believe this intelligence might not be limited by time and space the way we are.
Multidimensional beings.
Potentially. Which would explain why they always seem to be one step ahead. Like Sarah's caught up in something that's been going on for, who knows, maybe centuries.
So what can she do if she's up against something that powerful, something we can't even understand?
The researchers, they believe her strength is her persistence, her drive to find the truth.
They think she can win.
Maybe not win, but disrupt things, expose what's happening, even if it's just for a moment. They see her as a symbol of, well, human resilience.
Right.
That even when things are overwhelming, we can resist, we can question, we can search for answers.
There's still hope then.
There's always hope. But it comes down to Sarah. Will she back down after that warning? Or keep digging, even if it's dangerous?
This deep dive has taken us to some unexpected places. Started with a UFO, ended up talking about the nature of reality itself.
It shows that there's still so much we don't know, so much mystery left to explore.
It's humbling, but also exciting, right? There's still so much to discover.
Exactly. And maybe those answers are closer than we think. Hidden, just out of sight, waiting for someone to find them.
Like Sarah, her story shows that even when we're afraid, when things are uncertain, there are those who will keep searching for the truth no matter what.
And that's a powerful message for all of us.
That wraps up our deep dive for today. We hope you found it, well, thought-provoking. Stay curious out there, keep asking questions, and never stop exploring